G'day everyone and welcome back to the Work Australia YouTube channel. I'm Jordan Bamford and today we're back for round 2 and 3 of the round robin series from our draft tournament. Now unfortunately we didn't actually get any footage of Jason for this, which I've only just recently noticed that we didn't get any. I think I also might mention this in one of the round robin games by accident, but I'm just going to bring it up here. Yeah, we didn't get any footage. Complete accident. I only just realized that we didn't. He was playing a Charizard deck, which was very interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't get any footage. I just wanted to put that out there. This series was sponsored by Wiles Department Store. Thank you to Chris for sending us all of the cards, making it possible for us to film this video. And thank you to Gametraders Mildura for allowing us to record in their shop. That's very much appreciated from us here at Poke Australia. With that being said, let's jump straight into these 2 and 3 games. Here we go. Alrighty, and here we go. Scott and I just both drawing our hands here. I've got a tough decision to make. I know Scott is playing a Haymaker deck. He plays 2 Hitmonchan in here. He was able to draft 2 Hitmonchan. So I had Electrode and Machop in hand. I decided to start with Voltorb, sorry. I decided to start with a Voltorb, which is a bit of a risky move. Just because I knew it could have got one shot. Luckily for me, Scott starts with Electabuzz. Now I just do want to quickly point out here that I've put 6 prize cards down. Scott reminds me in a second that I don't actually have 6 yet, right here. So I'm just going to shuffle 2 of them back in. Not the last time I make this mistake either. So accidents happen when you're doing these drafts, I guess. A lot of the times I tend to just, force of habit, puts down 6 prize cards. So I'm going to put the Fighting Energy on Machop. I've got a couple of different things I could do here. I just decided to pass turn though, because I do have a strategy. If Scott doesn't get a bench Pokemon, I'll be able to win next turn. So if Scott really needs to find himself a bench Pokemon, he's got the Pokeball in hand, which he's considering playing. He's going to go for the Pokeball. So Flip's going, oh, it's Tails. I don't know if he can, looking at his hand, if he's got a way of getting another Pokemon out. No, he's just going to hit me for 10 and Flip's head, so I'm paralyzed as well. Alrighty, so I think I can win this turn, looking at my hand. I'm going to build to draw 2. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to evolve to Machoke. And I think I got a Pokeball in hand, so I need to flip heads on this. If I do, I win. That is, of course, if Electrode is not prized. So it's there. I don't know why I stopped for so long. I just wanted to make sure that I read the card properly. So I'm going to take the Electrode, and basically Electrode's got an ability. Scott's going to read it here in a second. It's called Buzz Zap. At any time during your turn, you may knock out Electrode and attach it to one of your other Pokemon. If you do choose an energy type, Electrode is now an energy type. That's what the card actually says. Worded very poorly. That provides 2 energy of that type. So basically, I knock this thing out, attach it to that Machoke over there, and it counts as 2 fighting energies, and I am able to use Machoke's Karate Chop to hit for 100 damage with the weakness, knocking out the Electrode. Scott does take a prize for the Electrode knockout, but it doesn't matter. He wasn't able to get a bench Pokemon down. So a very quick round 2. I will quickly take a look at the standings as we head into the final round of the round robin series before we go into our finals. Alrighty, and the winner of this game between Scott and Matt will verse me in the final best of 3. Scott's going to start with Electrode. Matt starts with a Kangaskhan and a Magikarp on the bench. So alrighty, let's see what is going to happen. I actually haven't seen this game, the one game I didn't play. So we're going to see the Pokeball here. Flips tails, bit of a shame. I feel like Scott's got a bit of an advantage in this matchup just because he hits a lot harder and a lot faster than Matt's deck does. I do also want to point out that unfortunately, by complete accident, we weren't able to record a game of Jason's, which is a bit of a shame. He was playing a Charizard deck. It wasn't intentional or anything, we just accidentally... I don't know what really happened, if we forgot or we just weren't able to get a game of his. I'm not too sure why we didn't. I don't think any of us realized at the time. So Scott's just going to put Electric Energy onto the Electabuzz and pass turn. Matt's going to put Water onto Kangaskhan. He's got a couple of different things in his hand. He can probably play around and do some things. So that is Pokédex, I think, or Pokénav, one of the two. He gets to look at the top 5 cards and rearrange them in any order that he likes. So quite a nifty card in these drafts, especially with cards like Bill. You can really force the 2 cards that you want to draw. So I can't really see what he's putting at the top. I think there is a Bill in the second card, but I'm not positive on that. So I'm not sure if he's going to do much else past that. He's got a plus power in hand. I think that's a plus power. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle. It could be a defender. I'm not too sure. It doesn't look like he's going to play that. And he uses Kangaskhan's Fetch to draw a card. So here we go, we're going to see the Pokeball from Scott. This time it flips heads. He's probably going to look at that Hitmonchan, because that can hit that Kangaskhan for a lot of damage, because of the ×2 weakness. I think Kangaskhan in this format only had 90 HP, I believe. I don't know if I've got a copy of Kangaskhan close to me. I don't. No. So I think it's only 90 HP, so Scott can pretty easily knock that out with a Hitmonchan. I think he plays plus power in his deck, I can't recall. But here, what do we see? He's got the Fighting Energy in hand. That will probably go down onto that one. He can attack with the Electabuzz here. I'm not sure it's the Paralyzed version, so I was going to do 10 and Paralyze the Kangaskhan. Alrighty. So now Matt draws. He gets the Bill. He probably knew that was there. We're going to see Poliwag come down. Water Energy go onto it. He's got the Poliwhirl in hand. Bill to draw 2. That's 2 Water Energy. He probably knew he was drawing into those as well. I'm not too sure what that card in his hand is he's looking at, but we'll find out shortly, I suppose. Alrighty, so he's still got the Defender. I think that's basically Rare Candy. I can't recall many of these names. I don't have them close by. I'm pretty sure that card in his hand is basically Rare Candy, so he's going to be able to skip the Poliwhirl and go straight to Poliwrath. We're going to see a switch into the Hitmonchan. Scott's probably just looking at doing high damage output here. I don't know if he's got... Is that an Oak in his hand? That is an Oak in his hand. He's considering playing it. Yep, we're going to see the Professor Oak here. Discards his hands and draws a fresh 7 cards. Probably just digging some more fighting energy out to power up that Hitmonchan. He does draw into it. He also gets the energy removal, basically Crushing Hammer without a coin flip. We have... got the Fighting Energy in hand. It'll be interesting. Yeah, he's gonna just power up the Hitmonchan. Probably the right move here. Kangaskhan isn't doing much, so he's able to hit it for pretty hard damage. Next turn he'll be able to knock out that the Kangaskhan as well. Water Energy's going down onto the Poliwag. We're gonna see the Poliwhirl coming down, and there's the Imposter's Oak. So he discards a card from hand, and Scott has to shuffle in and draw 4. So, very similar to the red card, or even Judge, where basically he can just skip the evolution stage. Just so you know, I think it's in this game, I'm not too sure. It could have been in Jason and Matt's game. There's some cards in here which we classify as supporters. It's kind of hard to judge. Cards like Bill is easy because we know that Bill was later reprinted as a supporter. Oak is obviously a supporter. Things like Imposter's Oak and everything, we kind of knew that we would count them as supporters. So yeah, we're going to see the jab now for 40. So Scott takes the first prize card of this game. Matt's going to go up into the Poliwhirl, and he top decked the Poliwrath there. That's really good. Good top deck. He's also got the Gust of Wind in hand, so he can probably stall while he gets the energies on there. So there's the Poliwhirl, and what are we going to see? I don't think it can attack yet. I think it needs one more energy to be able to attack. Going to see the Gust of Wind on the Eevee. Just trying to stall some time here. Yeah, he can't attack yet, so he's just going to pass the turn. If I remember correctly, the first attack does 30 times something. I think you need to flip 2 coins. We'll find out shortly anyway. I probably should have got these decks beside me when I was doing this video, but I know what a lot of the cards do. It's just kind of hard to remember some of them. So we're going to see the Jolteon come down. We're going to see the switch into the Hitmonchan. If he can get another energy, he's going to be hitting for 40 damage. He does have the energy in hand. We're probably going to just see the fighting energy come down. He's actually going lightning energy, and I'm not too sure why. Maybe he wants the other Hitmonchan. I'm not sure why, because now if that gets knocked out, there's nothing really you could put onto Jolteon if he wants to go the Jolteon route. So he doesn't have the... Matt still doesn't have the energy, so it looks like Hitmonchan is just going to continue this onslaught. Just keep attacking. Yeah, just attack for 40. That's it. He's not going to do much. I think that's Pokemon Trader he just got in his hand. So he can probably get down to Gyarados. I think... Yeah, that's definitely a Magikarp on the bench. Oh no, he's already got the Gyarados down. I didn't even see him evolve the Gyarados. So he's got the Pokemon Trader. So he can swap out one card in his hand to grab out something else. Basically communications. Talked about it in the last video. I'm not sure what he's going to grab with this. He's looking at Lapras here. Lapras might be a good option. He's got so much energy in deck and he's just not drawing into any of it. There is the Manatine. I'm not too sure what he's going to grab here. I don't honestly think there's too much he can grab that's going to help him draw into energies at any point. I think he'll probably just go with the Lapras by the list. No, he's going to take the Manatine. I still don't know if that's the correct pronunciation on that one. So one thing Scott should be considering doing is actually powering up that Electabuzz out the back, because the Gyarados that Matt will probably put forward when this Poliwrath is knocked out actually has a resistance to fighting. So that special punch is only doing 20 damage instead of the regular 40. So that's one thing to keep in mind here. Matt is not even going to play down the Pokemon he just got. I think he's just trying to thin the deck, but it doesn't really help because he had to shuffle another Pokemon back in. Oh, he is going to play it down. He just forgot to do it. That's fine. Friendly draft tournament, not too many rules here. Going to go energy onto the Jolteon. Perhaps pairing up the Missile Jab. Basically flips a bunch of coins and does a lot of damage. So Matt really just can't get anything going right now. Poliwrath gets dropped. He's just kind of hoping he can draw into some energy, and there is a water energy. Does he go on the Gyarados? Yeah, he does. He's just going to power up the Gyarados here. He's going to pass. If Scott has a plus power, I think the Manatine's got 50 HP, but it could have 40. It could also have the resistance to fighting. I can't really tell from the video footage here. We'll find out shortly anyway in this game as it progresses. Scott's got a couple of energy in hand. He could probably put some down. One thing, no, he does have the lightning. I was going to point out that he shouldn't have put the lightning on. So yeah, he is going to retreat because it does have the resistance here. So does he go into the Jolt? Yeah, it looks like he's going for Electrode. It can attach, and I think it's Quick Attack for the KO. Yep, there's the lightning. And superior, not superior, it's just the energy removal. Now, there goes all of Matt's energies that he had. If he can't draw into any soon, it's probably game. There is the Electrode, not Electrode, Electabuzz attacking. Electrode was the one I used. So it is, what's going on here? It's knocked out, yeah. And he takes 10. Alright, so it's got a Pokeball of that. Don't think that's much use. And Matt has got nothing of use here. So I think Scott pretty much wins at this point. I don't think there's much that Matt can do to survive here. I think Gyarados has the weakness to grass, actually not lightning, but it does have the resistance to fighting, so he really doesn't want to go up into the Hitmonchan. He's going to use Recycle. Basically flip a coin. If it's heads, he can put a card from a discard pile on top of his deck. Let's see what he takes. Oh, it was tails. It looked like heads from this position. I'm not sure really what he would have taken there. There's not too much in his discard pile that he really needs to help him win here. Gonna be interesting to see. I think he's just gonna probably put the fighting on the Hitmonchan. No, Jolteon it is. So energy goes down on Jolteon. And there it is, the attack from Scott, hitting for 30 damage. No, 40. 40 damage, because it does 10 plus 30, I think. So yeah, 40 damage onto the Gyarados. I think Gyarados has got 100 HP, so it's not quite a knockout yet. Scott gets another Hitmonchan down with a fighting energy. Pokeball flips heads. I don't even know what he's going to take with this one. Looking through his deck, he could probably take like another Eevee. He's got the other Electrode in there. He's going to take an Eevee. I actually think that Electro that is down there is the promo one, which is different to the regular one that was played in Haymaker, so I could be mispronouncing the attacks here. But it is going to hit for another 40 damage. Poor old Gyarados not looking good here. And Matt just scoops up. Super scoop up, whatever. He basically just picks up the Gyarados to lose the game. Unfortunately, there was no energy. Matt couldn't just draw into them. And look at how many are in deck. He placed 13 energies in total, which was the highest count that anyone played in their decks. Actually, I don't know how many Jason played. Jason could have played more. But definitely 13 energy was a lot more than what Scott and I were playing. And he just couldn't draw into any of them. Alrighty, so myself and Scott move into the final best of 3 series, which will probably be going up tomorrow. I was 3-0, Scott was 2-1, Matt was 1-2, and Jason was 0-3 at the end of the round robin series. A lot of fun playing these cards. I definitely want to do something again similar to this. Probably a bit more structured and a bit more thought out than this one though. This was kind of a bit rushed, but it was still a lot of fun. So hopefully the finals will be a good one. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Like this video, head over to our Facebook page and like us there. And again, thank you to Chris from Wild's Department Store and Gametraders Mildura for all of your support and allowing this video to happen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.